Good morning, everyone. I go by Rara Taro. I also have a Fiverr page where I do more detailed readings on. You can check that out. My gigs are pretty inexpensive but good quality. The only way for you to find out is to check it out. But in the meantime, I love to come on here and discuss tarot and help individuals, both readers and persons who receive readings, who gets a reading that they're stuck on or they're not sure of. And this one is pretty interesting. Somebody did a reading for a client and they got this reading. And, court cards can be so tricky at times for individuals. Um, and, for me, it just depends on what the reading is on. Now, this person was asking about a love possibility and where do they see the relationship going. So it's a combination of personality and situation, I would say. The reader gave them this 3 card reading, but they wanted more clarification, I guess, or more insights on what to tell the client. So for me, and maybe because I am a sword person myself, I'm an air sign, so it just comes to me a bit easily. But they got the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. I would assume that the Queen of Swords represents a female axer, and then the King of Swords would represent the person that she's querying about. And then the Ace of Cups would represent the situation evolving from that. That is how I treated it. So I would say that let's deal with these two together first. Very intellectual couple. Both are mentally stimulated by each other, by their flow of ideas and interaction, an exchange of ideas and thoughts. So they're mentally stimulated in nature, and when they're together, a lot of the attraction is based on the intellectual stimulation they get from each other. So very intelligent couple and also very compatible, and the communication flow is very positive, very present. They communicate very well with each other. So that is something that you would love to have and definitely can take from this scenario, because that is something a lot of other couples struggle with. So this is perfect, very compatible, very intelligent couple, and primarily mentally stimulated by their thought exchange and idea exchange. However, I'd be a little worried about the fact that emotional flow, so the feelings and emotions don't flow as readily as you would find in a court couple. So Queen of Cups, King of Cups, or if one of these guys were a cup card, you would find that it would be a lot more easier to open up about feelings and emotions. So that is not so readily available here. And it's not to say that it's not present. It's just to say that these guys are not, they're not so ready, they're not so readily open when it comes to emotions and the thought process related to emotions and feelings. And romance and that stuff. Either they think they're too above that, almost snobs when it comes to love, or they are too logical to see it that way. Love can be such an abstract thing to apply to theories and thoughts. So love doesn't come readily to these guys when it comes to opening up. The love could be there, but you're not going to find them opening up as easily. And this is where the 3rd card comes in, the Ace of Cups. And finally we see that cup in this 3-card reading. And this is going to now give us some insight on the situation. And to me, there's definitely a budding love present. There's a very delicate, fragile love here. The fact that it's an ace tells me, so the cups tell me that the feelings and emotions are indeed present in this interaction. And the ace tells me that this is beginning, this is brand new, this is fresh, probably delicate, fragile, because, and how I know it is because this woman is asking. She's not sure. Because it's so early and it's so new and it's so fresh and it's so delicate and fragile. And so that is why she's asking about it. So this confirms that yes, there is definitely something for these guys to look at. The love is present. A potential romance is there. It has the potential to develop into something more. How it pans out and if there's any longevity is up to these guys. They're going to have to work on not being too analytical of themselves and of each other and the relationship. And when I say over analytical, I don't necessarily mean critical, but you know how it is when you're so caught up in your head and you have to analyze everything and you have to put everything in boxes. Love is abstract, and you know, it's just something that you have to focus your guts and your heart on. So these guys have to learn how to think with their hearts instead of their heads if they want this to work. And this is where the Ace of Cups come in and telling us that yes, they do have something here that they can work on and develop and build, romance-wise, love-wise. But they're going to have to learn how to open up more emotionally, become more vulnerable, accept that it's okay to be more emotionally vulnerable, and trust their hearts more, trust what they're feeling, and trust themselves to act on what they're feeling more. So learn to go with feelings, guts, instincts, intuition even, over what the head is telling them. And that's all I have to say on that. Let me know if you have any questions or thoughts on this reading. If you have any readings that you want me to analyze, or if you want me to do a reading for you on here, I can do readings on here for free if you're open to me going public with these readings. And of course your name can remain anonymous. So that's all I have to say for now. Take care and have a great day.